All right, this is our first 2-minute mindfulness. This one is all about observing our inner monologue, listening to our inner thoughts, observing that stream of consciousness. So what you're going to do for this exercise is you're going to close your eyes, and as thoughts and feelings come through your head, you're just going to label them thought or feeling. That's it. And you don't want to be actively taking control of your mind. You just kind of want to relax, see what comes through, observe, and just label. Thought, feeling. Thought, feeling. However that goes. So we take a couple deep breaths to start. So what that might look like is taking some deep breaths, having your eyes closed, and then having, I don't know if I'm doing this right. That's a thought. I don't know if I can hear that voice in my head. That's a thought. My body feels really heavy. We'll call that a feeling. It also feels good to just breathe and relax. That's a feeling. Oh, I just remembered I need to do something later. That's a thought. Oh, and I need to call back Joan. That's a thought. I need to focus on what I'm doing. That's a thought. I feel peaceful. That's a feeling. And so on and so forth. And just gently guiding your mind back to what we're doing, just observing that stream of consciousness and labeling thought, feeling. We want to stay away from sensation. So that's something we're going to do later. So like if you have like an itch or something or a physical sensation, we're going to avoid that for now. We're just taking our attention to that stream of consciousness, to our thoughts. So really just try to focus on thoughts, feelings, and just be at peace and listen. If your mind is racing and there's more things than you can label, then just try to label with each breath. So as you breathe out, thought. Thought. And just slow it down. Depending on where you are, this can be massively different. When I first started learning about this and doing exercises like this, it was just this constant busyness in my head. It was actually kind of wild to first really observe. And when I do these exercises now, it's actually funny to go back and teach them because I have to really listen, because I've trained myself to be so present and so calm that I'm just so in my body, in my being, in where I am, that there isn't this busyness in my head at all. So the thoughts are very few and far between, which as I consider a great thing. So wherever you are, just accept that that's where you are. There's no perfect answer. So I know you analytical types love to be like, well, is this a feeling or a thought, or is this a feeling or a thought? It's not about that. It's not about being super analytical. It's not about being perfect. It's just about taking a moment to observe what's going on in your mind, to check in and to really listen. So just do that and you'll do amazing. So this is 2-minute mindfulness, observe and label. So just take a deep breath and breathe out. Letting your body relax. Take another deep breath. Breathe in and breathe out. One more deep, calming, slow breath. Breathe in and breathe out. Good. And just letting your eyes close down, and here we go. So just observing the thoughts, that stream of consciousness in your head, and then labeling thought or feeling. You're doing great. Keep breathing, keep labeling thought, feeling. Take another deep breath, breathe in, breathe out. As you just gently guide your mind back to what you're doing and observing, labeling thought or feeling. And 2 minutes, you can gently, calmly open your eyes, and that's it. You're doing amazing. And I just want to emphasize, if you're having any trouble with this, or you feel like, oh, I don't hear any thoughts, or I'm not sure if I'm doing this right, those thoughts are the very thoughts that you're labeling. So if you're there and you're like, oh, it's really quiet in here, that's a thought. Sometimes we're so used to just being in and being one with that stream of consciousness of our thoughts that we don't even realize that it's a thing that we can observe. So it's kind of taking a step backwards, or to me it feels like taking a step up and looking down at your mind, and just that very sense of, this is boring, or I don't know if I'm doing this right, or there's nothing in here, or I don't understand. I don't understand is the thought that you're labeling. And if you're thinking I don't understand, or you're thinking this isn't working, then you're noticing that you're thinking a thought. And so all you have to do is label it, and then you're doing the exercise. So be kind to yourself, be patient, and you're going to get this, and just really notice, because those thoughts are there. So you're doing great. Keep going.